OK, then, what does it all mean for you and your pocket as a parent, an employee, or maybe you run your own business? With me now is personal finance expert Jasmine Birtles, and also with us is Emma Sinclair, who left her job as an investment banker to become an independent businesswoman and was awarded an MBE last year for her services to entrepreneurship. But Emma, you're not particularly happy with the Chancellor's approach to entrepreneurialism in this budget.
No, it's at best underwhelming. One of the things I'm really proud to be is a British entrepreneur, and it's always been my view that this is the best place to start a business and grow a business. And some of the messages that have come out of Hammond's budget today are very disappointing. We're about to enter a seismic time in British history. You know, I mean, I know the word Brexit was not used today, but we're about to trigger Article 50. We don't want entrepreneurs to leave. We want entrepreneurs to create wealth. We need SMEs, who are the backbone of our country, to feel confident about the environment in which we're entering. And unfortunately, I didn't get a sense of that at all with today's budget.
Yeah, Jasmine, on that note, SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, we're not talking about rich self-employed people here. We're talking about people talking about white van man. We're talking about all sorts of people who take that risk, work for themselves, don't get holiday pay, don't get sick pay. And now they've got to pay more in national insurance.
Yes, well, they've been talking about white van man, but no, actually, a larger proportion of small businesses, you know, individual freelancers, are women. So it's actually harming women particularly. And I did get irritated when he talked about the fairness, or we've got to make it more fair. As you say, freelancers don't have sick pay, maternity pay, etc. And I think really what it was is that the proportion of self-employed people in this country has massively increased recently, thanks to the gig economy, what they call the gig economy, which is, you know, people doing things like selling on eBay, doing Uber, Airbnb, all of that. So he clearly looked at this, thought, oh, 16% of the workforce is now freelance. Let's have some of that tax.
But he has given a little bit in form of extra childcare. So people who might be having to juggle too much at the moment in terms of looking after the kids and getting out to work, well, now they're going to get, well, double the time to do that.
A little bit more, yes. So I think, frankly, that was one of the few giveaways in today's budget. So if you're both working, you have children under 12, then you get some extra, about £2,000 extra in childcare. But that's a little bit giving from what has already been taken away. If you're about to have a child in April or after April, there are all sorts of benefits that you're not going to get.
Emma, in terms of preparing people for the world of work, Justine Green touched on these new T levels and just in general training people in technology and that sort of thing.
Yes.
You're pleased with that?
I was. I thought this was a really brilliant and a part of the budget that I absolutely uphold as being critical to the future of our economy. It talked about T-levels and investment in STEM, and that has a benefit for both individuals and for businesses. First of all, as an employer, it means that the people that are coming into the pipeline as potential employees will be better skilled for the environment in which they will soon be working, which is a very tech-driven world. And second of all, for the kids that are in the pipeline, children in education, they again will have those skills that will allow them to have better paid jobs. And I think that's particularly important for the United Kingdom because we are about to leave the European Union, and we need to make sure that we are one of the most competitive places in the world for business. So this really helps us as a global...
Particularly with science and tech.
Yeah.
We're going to be losing some of that support from the EU. So I think that's one of the reasons why they're pushing it now.
OK, look, they call the Chancellor spreadsheet Phil. I'm going to get you to sum up in one word, if you can, whether you thought the budget was stingy, generous, sensible, boring, surprising. What do you think it was today?
A bit dull.
Dull.
That's 2 words, but dull.
Underwhelming.
Dull and underwhelming.
That's damning.
Hope Spreadsheet Phil isn't watching. Yes. Thank you both very much indeed.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.